Ever wondered what's the difference between a tornado and a funnel cloud? It's a common mix-up as they both share a striking resemblance and are often mentioned in the same breath. But like two siblings with distinct personalities, these atmospheric phenomena have unique traits that set them apart. Understanding these differences is more than just a fun trivia fact. It's a crucial part of weather knowledge that can help us better comprehend our world. So, let's dive right in and start unraveling these atmospheric phenomena. To start with, let's focus on funnel clouds. What are they exactly? Well, think of them as spinning columns of air, like twisters in the sky. But here's the catch. They don't touch the ground, that's right. These atmospheric spectacles are high up in the sky, twirling and spinning without making landfall. Funnel clouds are born from intense thunderstorms. When wind starts blowing at varying speeds and directions, a phenomenon known as wind shear, the air becomes unstable and a storm brews. As warm air rises and cool air along with rain and hail fall, rolling currents are created in the clouds. Sometimes these currents can become vertical, suspended in the air, and voila! You've got a funnel cloud. These spinning columns of air are often the heralds of tornadoes, appearing before their more destructive cousins. But don't let that fool you into thinking they stick around for long. Funnel clouds can dissipate within mere minutes of appearing. They're like the weather's version of a magic trick. Now you see it, and now you don't. But what if the magic trick goes a bit too far? What if the funnel cloud doesn't just disappear, but decides to take a step further? Well, that's when things get interesting, or rather, terrifying. When these spinning columns of air reach the Earth's surface, they transform. They're no longer the harmless funnel clouds twirling in the sky. They become something far more destructive, tornadoes. So, to sum up, funnel clouds are like the calm before the storm, or in this case, the twister before the tornado. They're the spinning columns of air that don't quite touch the ground, the whirlwinds that dance in the sky, and the harbingers of the mighty tornadoes. But what happens when these funnel clouds do touch the ground? That's where tornadoes come into the picture. Now that we have uncovered funnel clouds, it's time to talk about their more destructive counterparts, tornadoes. Tornadoes, unlike their aloft cousins, reach the ground and unleash a level of devastation that is both spectacular and terrifying. But what exactly is a tornado, and how does it form? The genesis of a tornado lies in the same turbulent weather that births a funnel cloud. The difference is, a tornado touches the ground, and once it does, the destruction begins. These ferocious columns of rotating air can reach speeds of over 250 miles per hour. The damage they cause isn't confined to a small area either. The most powerful tornadoes can carve a path of destruction up to 50 miles long and a mile wide. The strength of a tornado is not solely in its wind speed. The rotating winds create a vacuum effect that can lift houses off their foundations, uproot trees, and toss heavy objects like toys. It's this combination of wind speed, suction, and the debris it carries that makes a tornado one of the most destructive forces on Earth. Tornadoes are also capricious. They can appear suddenly, change direction without warning, and disappear just as quickly as they formed. This unpredictability adds to their menace, making them a challenge to track and forecast accurately. While tornadoes can and do occur all over the globe, they are most common in North America, particularly in a region known as Tornado Alley. This swath of land stretches across several states from Texas to South Dakota and sees an average of 120 tornadoes each year. The unique combination of warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, cold, dry air from the Rockies and Canada, and warm, dry air from the Southwest creates conditions ripe for the formation of these destructive twisters. Tornadoes are indeed a force of nature to reckon with. But where on earth are they most likely to occur? As we move to the next scene, we will delve deeper into the hotspots and unlikely safe havens when it comes to tornado occurrences. Tornadoes aren't random occurrences, they have their favorite spots. These whirlwind phenomena have a particular liking for a swath of land in the United States, stretching from Texas through Oklahoma, Kansas, South Dakota, Louisiana, Iowa, Nebraska, and Colorado. This region, endearingly known as Tornado Alley, sees an average of 120 tornadoes in Texas alone each year. But what makes this area a tornado hotspot? It's the perfect storm, quite literally. Warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, cold, dry air from Canada and the Rockies, and warm, dry air from the southwest often collide here. This collision creates a volatile atmosphere, the perfect breeding ground for tornadoes. However, while tornadoes are a global phenomenon, there's one place on Earth where they're yet to make an appearance: the icy land of Antarctica. Despite being the windiest continent, Antarctica remains a tornado-free zone. The reason? It's just too cold. Tornadoes are fueled by warm, moist air, and Antarctica's frigid, dry climate doesn't provide the necessary conditions for them to form. So if you're looking for a tornado-free life, pack your parka and head south, way south. But remember, while Antarctica might be free of tornadoes, it does come with its own set of extreme weather conditions. So, there you have it. The key differences between tornadoes and funnel clouds and where you're most likely to encounter them. In conclusion, although tornadoes and funnel clouds may seem similar, they are distinctly different. Funnel clouds, the precursors to tornadoes, are spinning columns of air that don't make contact with the ground. They form during intense thunderstorms when warm air rises and cool air falls, creating rolling currents that can become vertical. On the other hand, tornadoes are the mature, ground-touching form of these whirlwinds, infamous for their destructive capabilities. With the potential for wind speeds of over 250 miles per hour, they can carve a path of destruction up to 50 miles long and a mile wide. Geographically, they're most common in North America, particularly in the region known as Tornado Alley. Conversely, the cold, dry climate of Antarctica makes it the only continent untouched by these fearsome phenomena. Remember, understanding these differences could be crucial in a severe weather situation. Stay safe and keep exploring the wonders of our atmosphere.